Hey guys, we're here. I'm Lyndon with Heal, Live, Thrive Community. We are just about to get started in a little bit with the Soul to Soul Summit coming up September 9th through 17th. Register at the link in our bio. Donate some money if you can. If you cannot, just come. We want everybody to be there. We're going to be supporting people with our Core Force supplement campaign, our Healing Warriors, and we're partnering with the Patron Project, who we're going to be bringing on today, actually, Emily Potter from the Patron Project. So she's going to be a presenter, and it's going to be amazing because I've already seen a similar presentation, though it's going to be a little bit different, I'm sure. It's something you don't want to miss out on. It's very special. So we're going to talk more about that. I'm really excited to have Emily on here in just a minute. And I want everybody there at the summit, the Soul to Soul Summit. We've got 18 amazing presenters coming, and like I said, we're providing critical emergency needs, super important supplements to help people survive and thrive, rent, stuff like that, food, healthy food, no junk. We're doing amazing things here that people really count on. So. All your support really matters. Give us a like, a comment, a share. It all counts. It all helps. It helps to spread the word and get the support for our amazing healing warriors, and to spread the message of chronic illness that you can heal and we can heal together. Let's do this. We're going to bring on Emily Potter right now. And Emily's amazing journey. I'm so excited to share this with you today because Emily is a friend of mine, and I got to see exactly, I think there she is, Emily.
Hooray!
Oh my
Big
gosh.
hug to you, Lyndon. Big hug.
Big hug right back at you, Emily. I'm so glad to see you today.
I know, we're going to have fun. And I'm pet sitting two beautiful dogs, so you might hear them in the background sometimes. But yeah, I'm excited to be here with you all. Hello, everyone who's here.
They're all welcome guests.
Good.
Robin brought her dogs yesterday, so it's all.
I watched Robin's. That was fun.
Yeah, Robin is a hoot. I just love her. Yeah. So
before we start, I'm going to actually usurp your hosting for one moment because I really have been thinking about this, Lyndon.
Okay.
I want anyone and everyone to hear this and take a moment to comprehend how much you are doing for this summit. I really need it to take a moment because you are, whenever we're putting up that announcement of all the speakers, you and I believe Jonathan are the hosts, and that means that you are carving in your schedule all of these interviews. And that's to be commended, and that's just to take a moment to say, wow, thank you so much. And you're volunteering your time for this cause. So your capacity to offer things to this community, I just wanted to take a moment to just say thank you.
I feel that. I really appreciate that. I'm honored, Emily. I do appreciate that. And that means a lot to me. That means everything. And I value my time so much. So I would only do something that I really, truly resonate with, something that's so valuable, like what we're doing here. Like everything that you do at the Patron Project is so valuable. And I feel all that right back to you in the time that you've spent and the dedication that you've shown to this community and to supporting people with chronic illness. It's life-changing. It's inspiring.
It's really, that's why we're giving each other big virtual hugs, because we are all on the same team. I'm getting chills everywhere. The levels of everything are just like the good people. And so we say this stuff all the time. So we're just saying it again. So you are being thanked for this moment. And I just wanted to start my interview with that.
Thank you again. Thank you. That's really beautiful. We just appreciate you so much being here with us and partnering with the Heal, Live, Thrive community, Emily. And I just appreciate you as a human being because I've had the pleasure to meet you at the first event last June. And then again, we connected at at the Restore Retreat, which was phenomenal. I hope we could talk about that just a little bit because it was such a fantastic moment that kind of connects to what you're going to be doing at the Soul to Soul Summit on January.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm ready to take your lead then. All right, so go ahead. What would you like me to share today?
Okay, so well, let's just for those people that don't know you, let's just give them a brief introduction to your journey to medical medium to find Anthony William. A story I really resonated with in particular, and so how did that transpire? Can you just give us a little? And your story has really got a lot to it. So, just whatever
Yeah.
you can do in a short interview that we have today.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm going to do a very brief one. Basically, I want to first say that I was one of those people who was very resistant to medical medium. And there's all reasons why, but one is that you know what it was? I can say all the reasons why I thought it was, but underneath it's that I wasn't ready to make the changes yet. And what this lifestyle and what true healing desires and deserves and requires is that we go in all the way. And I so wasn't ready for that. So I was resistant at an energetic level to all of this. So when I finally did start to embrace it, what I was struggling with very strongly was head to toe eczema. There were times, the way that I describe it the best is that there were times when my skin couldn't even be skin anymore. Like it failed. My skin didn't fail, but it was not able to hold in anything. So it was just pus. It was just bleeding. It was just cracked open. And that is the levels of what I was experiencing and as one of my conditions. And then there was asthma, sinusitis, very chronic sinusitis where I couldn't get out of bed because the headaches, like the sinus headaches were so severe. And everybody has their stories of what those dark nights look like. And one of the biggest things is that it got way worse for me before it got better. So I had all of the doubts that this was working, and I didn't know the community existed for a while. I was just sitting, I lost my job. It was just the dark night. And finally the table started to turn. So much of what Anthony says, one of the things that he says that helped me so much during that time is that you just have to have a laser focus through it all. Like don't even think twice about it. Even if the doubts come, just keep laser focused on the results that you're looking for. And I'm telling you, that tiny little thing he said in a live somewhere helped everything. I'm like, okay, that's all I'll do then. Like I have so many doubts that this is working, but this is now my only things. I'm going to say laser focused. So moving on from there, it's now been in October, it'll be 6 years, and I'm still healing. I'm in the middle of flares right now because I'm doing the 28-day cleanse for 90 days. And boy, is it working. Oh my gosh, detox symptoms are very real, and I'm still just doing my thing. But in the meantime, I have been able to have life back in me as I continue to heal. And that's when I started the Patron project. That's when I started the Lightworker musicians, gathering musicians in the community. And it's because I had the energy finally to say, I'm ready to give back to this community that's done so much for me when I finally discovered the gems that are here. So that's a little bit.
Amazing. Yeah, and I have to just say, as someone that's also struggled with skin conditions, I know that AW describes this very well too. It's a whole other level of of challenge for a human being. It's something that really takes you down. It weighs very heavily. Um, it's not to be underestimated on how it really impacts almost every part of our lives. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what you went through and that you're still pushing through and I've watched you come so far. I remember like even just the time when we were at the retreat, like seeing you progress in that time was amazing as well.
Yeah, yeah. These tools are so insanely powerful. My HMDS every morning is as big as the blender. I don't even use a a jar anymore because I'm like that I'm just going to keep drinking this thing, and I'm just so ready to continue to do the tools, and then I forget, oh my gosh, this is a very powerful tool that I'm using every day. We just kind of get into the normal of our lives with our celery juice and things, but I'm like, wait a second, this is really powerful what we're doing every day, and we gotten into a habit with. So I'm going to continue the course.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so your your strength in that is really amazing. And this is more than just a physical healing that you've experienced, from what I understand, because there's so much more to your story. So like what have you noticed in that journey? What are some highlights from all that to
Wow.
inspire people?
So, gosh, let me think what of all of the things I could possibly do to answer that question. The angels have become friends now. The invisible worlds have become part of the everyday experience. Um, the the ease of being different than the rest of the world has become easier because I know who I am and where I'm going, and it doesn't work for me anymore to do things like, for example, I used to be so sad that I'd have to bring my own food to a Thanksgiving family gathering. And now it's like that was hard for me. Like, oh my gosh, like this is not hard. And it's there's no way that we can make a difference in the world if we keep being the mainstream. So the spiritual aspect of rising into the highest version of myself, food's going to take me there, what I ingest. But if I'm ingesting light every day in the form of an apple, if I'm ingesting all of this light, it's going to emit light from me, and that's going to affect everyone and everything around me always, and I'm going to just keep doing that, and there's going to be consequences to that. And I mean really good consequences. And what I was thinking about, even just as on my walk today, is it's going to continue to get worse, but it's going to continue to get better. And I mean the whole world. Like, we are going to continue to come together as a community stronger than ever, and we're going to bring more joy and have more healing. All of that's going to be real. That's our future because we know what's coming. Anthony's told us what's coming, and so we are going to be the act in response to that. So all of that clarity is to answer your question, is like that's that's purpose, that's understanding because of the lifestyle that we have, and what we've embraced.
A sense of purpose and that clarity, it just drives you like nothing else, you know?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
when people hear you speak, they could just tell there's there's a person that's really found their voice in such a powerful way.
That means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Mm.
And that's kind of wrapped up in what you're presenting at the summit, isn't it? To some degree, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I'm a really big believer in the power of being vulnerable, and there's power that happens when a person chooses vulnerability. And I what I'm presenting in the summit is the ancient power of storytelling. So I'm connected very much to my Celtic roots and my Celtic shamanism. And one of the powerful tools that the Celtic people did, and this is not just the Celtic people, but I'm tracing back to who I am, is they gathered around the hearth of a fire in a home, and they told stories, and they brought their musical instruments, and they just sang together, and they listened to each other. And that is what I'm going to recreate uh, on our call, on my time during the summit. And that's what you were able to see, Lyndon, in Florida when we were together, is is I created my healing story into a one woman musical. I'm a big Broadway musical fan. So this is nothing Broadway musical at all, but I just to put it in context, my own voice and utilizing the power of my vulnerable story of my healing journey, bringing in my original story and my original music. So kind of weaving the two together in that ancient medicine of storytelling. And so yeah, I want to share that with the community, and I want to get vulnerable. I want to share those moments, because that's where the power is when we can connect in that way. So I'm gonna do it over. This is my first time doing that over a device, so we'll see. I'm looking forward to seeing if people like can feel that my heart even through a phone.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure because I was there in person, so I don't know what the uh the live experience is going to be over online, but I just know that it was such a powerful experience, and that Broadway element, the musical element, it really just it draws you in, and
Mm.
it just keeps you, and it's like I was so tired and I could not fall asleep. I was just like, this is an amazing performance that I'm hearing right now.
Oh, you know the the premise of the whole thing. So of course it feels good to be able to share my passion for storytelling and for music, but the tagline of it all, the underneath it all, is that there are people who will be watching who are still struggling in their journey. And the whole thing I'm calling the dream walk performance. Basically, never give up on the dream of healing. So we're all walking that dream. We all have that dream of healing or living our purpose, or fulfilling a destiny. And so hearing my story, I won't be saying you should do this, you should do that. There's none of that. It's here's my story. May my story mirror and reflect back to you the hero that you are of your own journey, and may it give you the courage and the inspiration to keep going and never give up on your dream. So that's kind of like the behind the scenes of why I'm doing it and why I want to in this summit.
Never give up on your dream.
Yeah, never give up in your dream.
And
The, the,
coming from
yeah, go ahead.
somebody that coming from somebody that like had a dream to be at that retreat. Do you remember that? You were talking
Yes.
about that, how it so perfectly modeled the dream that you had in your head. I mean, can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, yeah. So what Lyndon is talking about, when I was in my darkest nights, I was up in the middle of the night, 3 a.m., in the middle of nowhere, itching, scratching the egg. I don't want to call it my eczema, the eczema. Couldn't breathe because I had such severe asthma. It was absolutely miserable. And I looked and stared up at the ceiling and said, someday I'm going to get on the other side of this. And someday I want to share my story with people in this medical medium community. And I want to do it in a way that's like musical. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but a musical. And you know where I'd want to do it? I want to do it on in some kind of tropical land where I can walk around barefoot and eat papaya and tropical fruit. It'd be so amazing. I could have a piano there, and and have people that really understand this journey be as the audience. And so then a year, whatever, 2 years later, I can't even remember, I'm in Florida. Lyndon is in the audience. We're at this restore retreat, and there in the audience was dozens of people who have been healing with medical medium. They're listening to my story. There I was in front of this audience with my piano. I look outside, there's tropical fruits. I'm walking around barefoot, and the dream actually was fulfilled. And they all got to hear the journey, and that they were part of the story. They were actually the finale at the end as the audience.
Yeah.
So I want to share one thing that's really important because I've been doing research about dreams, like inner research about dreams and fulfilling dreams for a couple decades now. I actually created a course at one point, long story, for specifically for musicians about dreaming and like fulfilling that dream.
Mm.
And I wanted to say for people who have been really hurt and wounded by dreams not coming true, is that that's actually part of the dream walk, is having some dreams not come true, and it's leading you towards the bigger, greater dream. It's like this really heartbreaking, healing warrior kind of excursion. If we decide to be someone who believes in dreams and fulfilling dreams, it's not for the faint of heart. It's not a fairy tale. It's the hardcore healing warrior journey that we all know very well. And sometimes that means broken and dead dreams along the route as we go for where we're really being called. So that's the real depth of the dream I'm talking about. It's not, everything I ever want, I'm going to get. And I'm saying things we all know. We all are living on planet Earth. But I'm talking about like the deepest, most wild, most impossible dream of who we are. That's the dream. Never give up on that dream. And that's the one that I want to sing to. I want to sing to the intelligence of that dream coming true. We're getting such amazing love notes from everybody. Just want to say hi to everyone. There's Maria and Jacqueline, and oh my gosh, don't you love these people? Kathy, I love these people. Journey XXOO, 100%.
Lucy Love.
Oh, yes. Thank you all so much. Just, I love connecting. I love connecting with this community so much.
It really is an amazing community. So grateful to be a part of that. So, do you want to tell people a little bit about the Patron Project for those who might not be familiar with
Absolutely.
the Patron Project? Because it is a little
Yes.
bit different than our nonprofit with the Heal and Thrive community.
Correct. Yes. So just for people who don't know, the two main offerings I give to this community that feel the the strongest and most passionate for me, I'm offering music and storytelling and that performance. And then I also offer service in the Patron Project. I'm the director and the founder of the Patron Project. And we have collaborated, partnered with Heal Live Thrive. And actually, I just want to mention we've also just collaborated with Community Businesses. If you are a Community business, you're going to want to see our last post because the three of us just partnered, and there's so much capacity for more partnerships, and that's part of the Patron Project. We are not a nonprofit organization. We partner with Heal Live Thrive when that desire and necessity needs to be collaborated with the nonprofit aspect. But what the Patron Project does is that we actually are assisting our receivers who are chronically ill around the world. We're assisting them to receive income. That's very much not charity. They are getting money as if it's their job. It is their job to heal. So this is kind of like people like don't understand. This is like, I've never seen this before. The angels showed this to me. And so I said, yes, I'll help put this together. But basically, we have people who are too sick to work. They lost their income. And now their job every day, as we know that it is a job, to just crawl to the kitchen if you can't walk there and make your celery juice. It's so hard. So they deserve to have the income to get the tools that they need, like celery and wild blueberries and all of these medical medium tools. We are assisting to get the word out there as their advocates and say they're too sick to advocate for themselves. They need other voices to come in and say, please help. I can't even get on my phone for more than 3 seconds a day. I can't ask for help and I can't work. What do I do? So we, as the Patron Project, come in and say, hey, did you all know about so-and-so? She is so dedicated to healing. She is so dedicated to medical medium tools, but she just needs the finances to get the tools in her kitchen. So then when we get it out there, everyone in the community has the invitation to become a $5 patron a month. $20 a month, whatever they're able to give. And if enough of us do that, then so and so can get $1,000 a month, and everyone's giving $5. But this is us coming together, and it's their job. They're actually getting taxable income. They're getting money on that regular amount every month. And so that's what we're doing. We're advocating. So basically, as the team, the Patron Project team, we never see a cent. Like it never comes to us. There's no like one place. No, it comes. We tell you, hey, did you know about so and so? They're like, no, I didn't. Thank you for letting me know. And then you can become their patron, and then it just goes straight to them. It goes straight from you to them, and we're like, okay, great, now we're ready to advocate for someone else. Did you know about so and so? Yeah, thanks for letting us know, Patron Project. And it goes from there. So it really deserves everyone doing a little bit so that no one is overtaken. Like if you're able to give $5 a month, that's doable. It's not like, oh, we need everyone to give $100. No, you give five, you give five, you give five, you give five, and all of a sudden this person can afford celery, and they can afford potatoes. And so it goes in that kind of model. So it's very fun because it's working. We're still not at the goals we want, but that's because we're new. It's only been a couple of years, and people, are learning to trust what we're doing. And that's one of the benefits of the summit. We're having people understand we're partnering with Heal, Live, Thrive, because our vision is united. We want to help people who are chronically ill, who cannot advocate for themselves. Boy, do I get passionate about this, or what? Because I was that person. I couldn't afford wild blueberries. I lost my job. I had nothing. Oh my gosh, it was me. So this is basically healing a part of me, to say, I can now offer to other people what I couldn't give to myself. And I had to just, I don't even know how I got through that, but now I'm able to assist other people. At least to be part of the whole thing is an honor.
It it is. It's really important work. And yeah, when you've been through that chronic illness and you've been on mattress island or sofa island, and you can't get up, you physically just, with all of your willpower and all of your might, people may be telling you it's all in your head, but that no, you physically cannot accomplish the work that you need to just to sustain yourself. And that's what the Patron Project is here for. It's here for those people that are fighting with every ounce of their being. They can just do the bare minimum to get by oftentimes. And you've been there, and I've been there. So many people in this community have been there and overcome it. And so we know that these things are needed. They're sorely needed, and this is a great cause. There's fewer better nonprofits or organizations between the Patron Project and Heal, Live, Thrive community. The work that's done there, you just won't find a more pure, honest, effective, and just clear cut benefit for people that are really in need. So I just can't speak enough to how important it is that we just share this message, and lift up the work that's being done here.
And one of the things that just keeps coming, and this is actually in one of the songs I just posted today on our last post, is, if not you, then who? It's us. So that at first, when I was first new to the community, I'm like, is it okay that I start something? And then the angels kept saying, they didn't say these exact words, but if not you, who? It's you. It's you. We're giving you the opportunity to do this, and these are your hands. If you feel inspired, then it's you. So much of that is happening in this community. We're all saying, if not you, then who? It's us. We are the ones. And so that's why I keep saying it is my honor, because this is way bigger than me. And it's so big. We're so at the tiniest little. We're just starting. We're just starting. And so I want to just tell you a tiny bit more, and then I'll be done talking about the Patron Project for today. The vision is that when we get the 10 receivers that we're helping right now to a certain goal, then we can take on 10 more people that we're helping. And then when we get to that goal, we can help 10 more people. We will not overwhelm ourselves, and we will not touch anything that we do without joy. I will not do a single thing for this community unless I'm in the spirit that serves the best. I want everyone to know that. So we are not at our goal yet for the first 10, but once we get to that goal, then they have that solid income coming in. They can start to heal at a consistent level, and that rest every month, be like, okay, I have the money coming in. I don't have to keep asking for money and asking for money. They have the money coming in because everyone's giving $5, $5, $5, $20 here, five, whatever you're able to give. So then we can then bring on more, because we're getting more people saying, please help me, please help me. And we're like, we can't yet. We need people to come together for these first 10 before we can keep bringing on more. And that might shift the way I'm going to continue to listen to what the angels say as we continue to direct this. But in general, it's exciting because we are going to be successful. There's no other option. And we're going to be really assisting and changing lives. One of the biggest things is that we are already starting to see a couple of the receivers get to the point where they can now shift from being a receiver to a giver. I won't say anything more. I won't spoil, but we have some exciting things happening for one particular individual who was a receiver. She came in and said, when I'm healed enough, I'm going to give back. And she's just on the precipice of changing so she can be from a receiver to actually giving back. And that's because we believe in the long journey of what this looks like, and it's going to shift. These tools work. So that's exciting. If anyone wants to be part of that, sign up, be connected. Like, that's pretty exciting stuff.
That is very cool. Just to think that it can come back full circle like that, and eventually one day it's just going to explode.
Yeah.
That's my vision for it. Is
Thank
to see
you.
that just become prolific. And I'm just so glad that we have you at the Soul to Soul Summit, because I really wanted you to be a part of Rise to Thrive, and it just didn't
Mm-hmm.
work out.
Yep.
But you're here now, and I think you kind of answered this question, but just in case, is there anything else you wanted to let people know today about yourself or Patron Project or your presentation, the Dream Walk coming up at the Soul to Soul Summit?
Gosh, anything particular? The only thing that's coming through is one of the magical powers, one of the superpowers that we have in this community is our authenticity. So you're just going to keep seeing me be authentic. You're going to see Lyndon be authentic. You all watching are going to continue to be authentic. And that's where our superpower is. So whatever I say doesn't even matter. Come to this event, invite me to be a part of this summit. Don't invite me to be part of that one. It doesn't matter. It's all just, we have the bigger goal of where we're going. So like, let's just have fun and enjoy it as we go. And that's the beauty of the foundation of what we are. And I want to always bring it back to Anthony, keeping a light heart, even with all of the horrible things we all go through, him especially. And that's something that, we're all based on. So, come watch my performance, or don't. I'll be doing it again, like sometime, somewhere. You might enjoy it. So you're most welcome anytime.
Amazing. Okay, Emily. So tell people on how they can connect to you and the Patron Project to receive more of this light that you're shining.
Okay, so again, the two offerings I give this community is the Lightworker musicians. Basically, that's right now, that's just being represented by me and what I'm offering this summit. In general, we're gathering every musician who is in the medical media community. Lyndon is part of that, by the way. And so there's opportunities for that. And secondly, the Patron Project, explore it. Go to the Instagram. We're on Instagram, and then we have our website, and that's all right now. We're not on any other platforms. And just read up on it. Feel how it feels to be part of that. See what it feels like. The coolest part you should know is that if you sign up to be someone's patron, you can cancel anytime. You are not subscribing your life away. You could basically say, I want to sign up for one person 1 month, and then you just gave $5, which to them means everything, by the way. So you're not you're not saying I need to be a part of this forever. I don't want to do that. You're just like, let me experiment and see how it feels like to plug in this way. And so go to our Instagram and check that out and see if how that feels.
Amazing. Okay. The website is also jasonandemily.com, right? Where they can see the Patron project.
Yes, and that's because Jason and I, my partner and I, are doing so many projects that we don't have one specifically for the Patron project. So it's probably easier to just look at, you probably can't memorize this website as you listen to it, but Jason and I have that website available on the Patron project, and you can see it on the Instagram. It's a long one, I know.
And the link is probably, I'm assuming the link is in your bio as well, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
so the at the Patron project on Instagram,
Yes.
is that
The
correct?
the dot patron dot project.
The dot patron the dot project. Um,
Yes. Does somebody want to write it in there real quick? I can, but I'm here.
Yeah. So check out the Patron project. JasonandEmily.com, by the way, I have to mention if you like connecting to people in this community and want to know if there's more people out there near you, there's an awesome global community map. You got to go check it out, put yourself on there.
Oh, Heal Live Thrive community. That's not actually correct. It's the
Oh,
dot patron dot.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I
it's
was.
okay. No, that's actually the free gift that I'm offering people for the summit. Is the map.
Oh,
Um, yeah. So let's just go into that. Basically, I started to realize we have so many people everywhere, and what if you don't even know in your own country, if you're in Europe or Thailand, like other people who live there, or like in your own state or your own city, you meet people at an event, but then what if you don't know who else is living in your own vicinity? So I did the research and I created a free medical medium community world map, and this is the free gift I want people to have exposure to. You can pin yourself on the map and you can see the map where everyone else is. It's interactive, so you can click on people's pins and be like, okay, now it's clicking to connect to them on Instagram or their email, whatever way that they've decided that they want to connect. And the coolest part is if you are traveling, you're like, I'm going to South Carolina. Do I have any community in South Carolina or Arizona or wherever? You can then be like, oh my gosh, there's like 20 people in Florida that I'm going to this one city and I can connect with so and so and maybe just go out, for a juice somewhere. So it's a really fun place to just find out where everyone is. And so it's the free offering I'm offering people in the summit.
oh my God, that is the greatest connection. Connection in this community is so powerful.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So tell us when you're going to be presenting at the Soul to Soul Summit.
September 10th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time.
Okay, everybody. So I want you to be there because Emily's performance is going to be off the hook September 10th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time.
Correct.
Okay, be there with bells and whistles on. It's going to be a musical experience. I can't wait. So come check it out there. Register for the summit with the link in our bio. And if you can donate, great. If you can't, we want you there anyway. Just support, share, like, and comment. It all helps to spread the word, spread the movement, and empower those healing warriors that we're all supporting between the Patron Project and Heal Live Thrive community. So, once again, thank you so much, Emily, for being with us today and for being a part of the Soul to Soul Summit. It's been an honor.
Kathy, yes, did I say 1 p.m. Eastern Time? Was I wrong?
Is it not
Oh,
Eastern Time?
it's, Kathy, you're right. I'm on Eastern Time. So it's 1 p.m. Is it 12?
Oh, we
12?
do everything in Central Time.
That's right. Okay. I think it's Central Time. I need to check. Well, it's September 10th. at
Be,
noon Central Time. I believe that's correct because I have it on my calendar as 1, and I believe I did it correct. So noon Central Time on September 10th.
so keep an eye out. We're going to be hosting that on Zoom, but we will be making posts. So make sure to follow us and have your notifications on, or just check back regularly, and follow the Patron Project at the.patron.project, and you'll get the notification. You'll see some posts leading up to it. So we'll remind everybody. So be there, and that's it for today. All right, Emily.
All right, you. I'll see you next time I see you, Lyndon. Lots of
Sounds
love to
great.
you.
Love to you. Amazing.
Okay. Thank you
Bye
all.
bye.
Bye bye.